Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis go to work on ending what's become an 8-game skid. First pitch is next. Joey McNamara gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Up next for the Buccos, Christian Brummett. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Called strike, and that'll run it full. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in now, Christopher Brum as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Wiggins is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down to first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team. Let's pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in the strike zone.
Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone, ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Hit on the ground for the Wizard. It's short. Reined in. And a throw over by Ozzy's in time. 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He hit over 400 last month. Watching him, it seemed like everything clicked. I want to see if he can carry it through this month as well.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Clemente. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Brummett, the runner at second with 1 away. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Fouled off.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Tyler Wiggins. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there, 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ball and a strike.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Stepping in now, Randy Wiggins, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he's back standing. Ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Edward Arnold. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Elmer Christian is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
And, guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Borges playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 10th round back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Peter Borges becomes out number 2 this inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
1-0 the count. Hit on the ground to third. Wiggins takes it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. At the plate, Owen Christian. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And that one just missed outside.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now a snap move over to first. Back in standing. Christian gets his lead at first. Nobody out. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And we have to focus on Matt Carpenter right here. This guy bounces around, can play a number of different positions, and has a good enough arm to play them all and play them all at a high level.
The pitcher, Elmer Christian, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box, Christian Brummett swinging a line drive. But this is going to get foul. He drew a base on balls his first time up. throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back safely. 2 out here and a runner at second. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Finley ranging forward. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Smith. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And now pitch on the way. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Smith, a veteran at 35 years of age, major league player.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing. Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Two and 2 for the Cardinals catcher.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to sweat.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Steve Finley. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Armstrong, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
0-2, here it comes. grounded to the right. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting glove and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Wiggins. And that retires the side. One left for the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Wiggins. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Into the box now, Roberto Clemente. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Number 23 for him thus far. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Stepping in now, Tyler Wiggins. Wiggins will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Randy Wiggins. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike 3. One in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Leading off the inning, Ricky Camp. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another play.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Joey McNamara, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Lou Brock.
Striding in once again, Lou Brock. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Christian scoops it up, and he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort, and that ought to be scored an infield single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner back. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Wiggins is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cards leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Ready for another chance. Edward Arnold. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Therefore, it is Borges, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Owen Christian.
At the plate, Owen Christian. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Line drive to center field. Finley is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bart Wiggins.
Digging in to try it again. Bart Wiggins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 home is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Now batting,
standing in now, Elmer Christian. Now a check swing, and we'll have an appeal down to first. He did go, says Patrick Johnson, so that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Pirates tack on one more on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Leading off the inning, Mark McGuire, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 25.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 home. It's fastball that misses.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player. Man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
And this is fouled at the plate. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Rick Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A base hit in his first trip. 0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he misses there. 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Steve Finley, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brummett sprinting after it. Oh, and he botches it. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here's Matt Carpenter, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Finley stands at second with 2 gone. Favorable call in there for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 14 on the season, and the Redbirds have drawn even now at 3-3.
That's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
In now, Ricky Camp. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready with the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christian Brummett. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. Stepping in now, Christopher Wiggins, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Runner goes. Pitch outside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he's in safely at second with their 3rd swipe of the ball game, and that takes us to a look at the league leaderboard in terms of stolen bases by a team. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. The 3-0 fouled off. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente. Check swing grounder to the right side. Hamp gonna have to hurry on to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Back to first. So they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in once again, Randy Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he can steal some strikes that way.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Great 3 called, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Bucks out in front, 5-3. Greg Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Clemente moves over. He's got it one away.
Right fielder number 15, Lou Ross.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Lou Brock. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard liner toward short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
Ready for another shot now. Peter Borges. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's a look over to dive, but he's back in easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch on its way. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 61, Seth Maynard.
Ready once again, Edward Arnold.
For Pittsburgh, catcher, Edward Arnold.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Manus, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was selected in the 11th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. Ready for another chance? Owen Christian. First pitch coming. Here it is. Towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Standing in now, Bart Wiggins. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Skied into very shallow right. Brock coasts under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. On to first, the double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Pirates on top, 5-3. Leading off the inning, Mark McGuire, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Line drive to left. And it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Ozzie Smith. Yes, he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Rick Armstrong, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Nope. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. Smith, base runner at first with 1 out. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Stepping in now, Steve Finley, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1. And that one just missed outside. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're still down 5-3. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Leo Fernandez is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. season.
Fernandez.
Digging in once again, Elmer Christian, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Elmer Christian.
He's set, and the pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 2-1. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Standing in now, Christian Brummett, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. They'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Trevor Rosenthal enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Christopher Wiggins will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First offering on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
2-0, here it is. He's running. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Roberto Clemente will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Finley is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Matt Carpenter will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Still 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brummett moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Ricky Camp.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ricky Camp. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. That's wide, 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike. And he'll step off. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Number 23, Edward Horton.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 59, Jamie Fletcher.
First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. Comes set and the 0-1. Little dribbler down the line. Wiggins over to his left and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Manny Bland has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
93, Manny Bland.
Leading off the inning, Tyler Wiggins, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First offering on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Skied into straightaway right. Brock on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Wiggins. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Catcher, Edward Arnold.
Ready for another shot now, Edward Arnold. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, and it remains 5-3. Leading off the inning, Lou Brock, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now. Hey, Giro, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 or 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
0-1 the count. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll get back in safely. Brock on at first, nobody out. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Mark McGuire hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. In there, now the throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Ready on 0-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Runner at second here with one man out. In the air now, out to right field. Clemente is going to get there. 2 down. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
Next for the Cardinals, the shortstop.
Digging in and looking for more, Ozzie Smith. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Mike North enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
52, Mike North.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. Wiggins is there, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. They're still down 5-3. Sam Freeman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Owen Christian, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Oh and 1, here it comes. And this is shot foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0 and 2. 0-2, here it is. Ripped down the first base line.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1 and 2 now. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, Bart Wiggins. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Manning will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Trent Manning.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 2-0. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-0 pitch on its way. Hit hard down the line. Foul. Wiggins leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. The 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Christian Brummett. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Chopped weakly to the left. Carpenter's got to get rid of it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1 as they hang on to their Mike Christian is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Mike Christian.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Rick Armstrong. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Number 5.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Riding in once again, Steve Finley. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Clemente ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. Pittsburgh used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Elmer Christian hangs win number 11 on his line. Mike Christian closes the door for the save, his 20th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.